Listen, I know get woke, go broke has become a bit of a boomer cliche, but we've just witnessed one of the most glaring examples of it ever. Halifax Bank. Pronouns matter. It's a people thing. Gemma, she, he, hers. Yeah, the subsidiary of an 886 billion net worth bank, Lloyds Banking Group, is gonna tell you what language you can use. This is the same bank that got propped up back in 2008 thanks to a £30 billion taxpayer-funded government bailout. But the reaction to their tweet probably wasn't what they were expecting. What if a Halifax employee doesn't want to put pronouns on their lapel, perhaps because they reject the cult of gender ideology? Will they be disadvantaged in any way, barred from promotion, fired? That was the general tone of it, and all things being well, the controversy would have just fizzled out. But then Andy from the Halifax social media team decided to get involved. We strive for inclusion, equality, and quite simply, in doing what's right. If you disagree with our values, you're welcome to close your account. Oh, Andy, what have you done? Turns out insulting the intelligence of your customers and telling them they're free to close their accounts led to a massive amount of customers feeling insulted and closing their accounts. Whoops. Oh, Andy. Result? Well, Halifax has lost millions of pounds in investment because people across the country are closing their accounts en masse. Andy! One account holder told Mail Online they have already pulled out investments and savings worth £450,000, while many more said they were closing ISAs, cutting up credit cards or transferring balances to rivals after they accused the bank of alienating them with pathetic virtue signalling. Andy! My wife and I have followed this advice, partly due to Halifax's current virtue signalling, but mostly the eagerness of Andy M to lose customers. Mortgage is being moved, credit cards have been cancelled, deposit account closed. Had been with you since the 90s. Nice work. Andy! Just closed my Halifax account after 19 years with them. They can stick their pronouns up there, his, her. Andy! Branding expert Martin Townsend said Halifax's policy is a Ratner moment and an astonishing mistake that will be considered one of the biggest PR blunders in recent history. He told LBC it's a Ratner moment, I would say. It's astonishing that they do something to make themselves look right on and virtue signalling, and they end up looking like the most old-fashioned bullies, telling them if you don't like it, you're welcome to leave. It's extraordinary. Who treats their customers like that? I've never heard of a company inviting their customers to go. It's so typical of debate these days. If you don't like it, off you go. How is that inclusive? There are big questions about Halifax today and who came up with it. Andy! Apparently some people phoning up Halifax trying to close their accounts are being blocked from doing so by woke employees who are simply ignoring the request. However, others say that many Halifax staff are apologetic over the whole thing. Customers hoping to switch their accounts to HSBC after ditching Halifax should probably note that HSBC retweeted Halifax's original cringe. But at what point is being anti-woke better for business than being woke? Seems that thanks to the Andys of this world, we might be approaching that tipping point. Andy! To get exclusive content, early access, behind the scenes stuff, and to personally interact with me, please sign up for my community at pauljosephwatson.locals.com. Link in description, and thank you for your generous support.